What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you guys had a good day today and a good week starting up. We're going to talk about some of the events that are going on today and some of the events that will be happening tomorrow. We don't have any CVC or anything like that happening tomorrow. And usually we have a progressive event on Tuesday, or at least some news on Monday for Tuesday. But today we just didn't have anything. So a little bit peculiar. But what we do have is this news of this summon pool event for the Shadowkins. The headline champions will be Leonardo and Tatatsu. Tatatsu, the deliver, is the faction unity champion for the Shadowkin. You guys may have seen him in the hard faction wars. He's an absolute pain in the butt with his turn meter boosting. Hits super hard on those hard faction war waves and all that. And of course, Leonardo here as well. Chance to get him from the Prism system. Now, basically, these are just, targeted sacred shards, right? So if you guys want to go for it, it's a little bit, I think it's probably your best chance percentage-wise, but it's still a gamble. And of course, would you rather gamble on these prism shards with 6% chance of pulling a legendary champion? Or would you rather gamble that there's a guarantee event for Leonardo happening in 2 weeks' time? That's kind of what we're banking on, right? This Leonardo guarantee event happening in October. But anyways, this summon event is going to be happening starting tomorrow. There is going to be one event currently active, and this is the topic of this video. There's one event happening right now, and it's going to be this Soul Chase tournament for this 40 Prism Crystals. Now, 40 Prism Crystals is going to get you one pull during the Prism system. Keep in mind that if you guys are buying Prism shards to pull, make sure you guys pull them this weekend, guys. I can't stress that enough. Pull it this weekend. If you guys look on the player and play calendar here, we do have a champion chase coming at the end of the week. This means that every single pull you get from the Prism system or your Prism shards will give you points towards champion chase. Gives you a little bit of extra value for your pulls. Don't pull them right now, obviously, or don't pull them when the summon pool is active. Just wait until the champion chase starts on Friday, and then get some additional value. Now, there's no boosted event or anything going on with this Soul Chase event. So it's not the best time to pull your soul stones, especially when we are expecting some sort of guarantee event happening in October for possibly one of the turtles, Raphael or Leonardo. So you can conserve your soul stones for those events instead. Although it's unlikely to have any kind of boosted event in October for those guarantee champions, at least you can use those soul stones towards a guaranteed champion, as opposed to just pulling it for a soul chase for miscellaneous rewards here on the right hand side here. Also, if you want to look at the calendar again, there's actually no other event that offers this Prism Crystal. So this Prism Crystal system summon pool or whatever is basically a spender's pool, right? So you're going to have to basically spend money to get Prism Crystals to pull and try to get a chance at Leonardo if that's what you were doing, because this 40 crystal here in this Soul Chase is not easy to get at all. For example, the Mortal Soulstone, the small ones, give you an average value of about 4 or 5 points. So you need about 200 small ones just to get this on average. Now, obviously, there's going to be a very large amount of variance because you could get really lucky and pull, a 6-star mythical, and that could be worth a lot of points right away. So the variance can be quite high, but generally the average is about 4 or 5 points each. So, although it looks like a small amount of points, it's not easy to get. Now, what I will show you guys in this video is how to get a boatload of points relatively easily, and we'll pull a little bit more to finish up and pick up the Void Shard here, which is at 675. The Void Shard has been at 675 for many, many months now. It seems to, kind of stabilized in this kind of reward threshold. And we've done this in the past. So I'll show you guys this. Maybe you guys are new to this and you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But if you guys were following, I did mention this at the beginning of the Michelangelo chase. But I do still have my Michelangelo 5-star soul just hanging out here, guys. This is easy points. I know a lot of you guys, if you guys just start the game, you guys have no idea what I'm doing, no idea what I'm talking about. But basically, once you enter this splash screen, if you guys click the X button, you guys automatically collect whatever can be collected. However, if you're on Player and Play or your PC, all you have to do is press, I use the letter R. Press the letter R, it sends you right to the shop. Now, if you press X, it goes back to the splash screen. But you just press R, you go back to the shop, and then all you have to do is just enter another place in the game. So for example, I'm going to enter the arena and I'm going to exit out of the arena. And then once I'm entered into the Bastion, I'm safe. At this point, I'm safe. I won't have collected my Michelangelo soul or any reward that you don't want to collect. This also works for daily login. So for example, if you have a big stash of energy and you don't want to collect it yet, you can just press the letter R, you go to your shop, and then you can avoid collecting it until you're ready to collect it, maybe for an event or whatever. So that works here as well. So I was able to save Michelangelo's 5-star soul because I actually delayed collecting Michelangelo the champion by 1 week using this strategy. And then after I, finished off the Michelangelo chase, had the 5-star soul sitting there, I delayed it for a couple more days, just hoping that maybe a soulstone chase would happen. And, there we go. We got super lucky. We got a soulstone chase here, and we're going to be collecting the Michelangelo 5-star soul and getting a bunch of easy free points. And there's no real reason for you to, kind of pick this up unless you really needed the Michelangelo 5-star soul. Like if you're using it right away, for example, then sure, I understand. But this is one of the things, right? You can just be extra patient, have this chilling out. Of course, I have to collect it within 3 days. So, a little bit lucky, a little bit fortunate that the soulstone chase did show up for me. But you know what? You guys can take this kind of like strategy and technique and apply it to many different areas in the game. And of course, this will apply whenever you guys are picking up free champions, for example. You guys can delay collecting the free champion, delay until CBC, delay until champion chase. I'll always, make a quick reminder video for you guys if you guys are, needing that reminder. And of course, if you guys are new to the game, this is a great strategy just to help you guys get a little bit more value from this stuff, right? So for example, I'm going to collect it right now. I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going to happen. So I collect it. I get 1 split soul. I get 450 points, guys. You guys see that? 450 points in the bank for the soulstone chase. That's the equivalent of basically pulling like 100 mortal soulstones. If we're using like 4 or 5 points each, that's the equivalent of pulling 100 mortal soulstones. And all I had to do was just not collect it, just delay it. Right? And that gives me an easy 50 epic fragments here. And I'm 225 points shy of this void shard. I think I'm just going to go for it because obviously void shard is a void shard. It's still very good. Something to chase. And, obviously the mortal soulstones is not going to be huge help for me in any kind of guaranteed event or anything like that. And plus I have plenty of them as well. So I'm going to pull 225 points worth of little guys. You can see here, I'm almost at 200 of these small ones. So I'm going to expect to pull, 40 to 50. I'm hoping to pull a little bit less. But yeah, we'll hope to pull 40 or 50 or so. What do we got here? We got a 3-star Titus, so we can go for a 4-star. That might be okay. And then we got Cavalax here. We got a small Cavalax and then a small cat. I think we can have a quick look to see if there's anything else that I would probably want. I usually aim for the small ones because the likelihood is if you get a wish list hit, it's probably going to be a small soul, right? So I like to pick the champions with basically very, very low blessings because the likelihood is that you're going to get something low for them. So at least getting something useful would be nice. Maybe I'll take like Raphael. I do have a Raphael. I don't have any souls for him. I have a Donatello 3-star. That's pretty okay. Let's have a quick look here. Titus at 3. I mean, Titus for sure. If I can get a 4-star for him, that's pretty massive. I think I'm okay with this selection here. I mean, the other one would be... yeah, I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay. Okay, let's just go with these 3. And yeah, let's see. We gotta pull 225 points. So, the best of luck. We have to keep track of this ourselves. Yeah, gonna pick up that juicy void shard. So quality here is big. Quality here is a big importance. Definitely looking for high stars, high quality. Was that 51 points? Basically on par with average. Like I said, 4 or 5 points each mortal soulstone. So we're short 174 points. So 174 points. Gwyneth actually was pretty MVP for S19 this rotation. Shout out to my clanmates for suggesting Gwyneth. Actually really, really solid for that. Ooh, we got Raphael right there. And a 3-star Mesamol. Here we go. We got the points, baby. There we go. We're pretty close. All right. We got Raph. We got 2-star Raph right away. That's the plus attack for Raph. Perfect. And a 3-star Mesmo. I mean, that's a bit of a surprise. Super happy to see it. So we're at what, 20? So we're short like 20 something points. So yeah, I think one more 10 pull and we got it. Even with the worst RNG, we should get it here. So just for fun, let's do the 10 pull here. Maybe we'll get something massive. But yeah, we got the 2-star Raph. That's pretty fun. Let's go. Let's see what else we can get here. Finish it up with this last 10 pull. Not expecting much. This is just a huge crapshoot, especially with no boosted rates or anything like that. 31 points, barely squeaking by, I think, with the minimum there. But we did get 30 points, or sorry, only pulling 30 shards, and I think we got the void shard here. Oh, we're short. Are we short like, single digit points here, I think? I think we're short. Yeah, we're short 2 points here. Pretty funny. So we'll pull one more, hopefully, and then we'll just pick it up. There we go. And we got an epic. And yep, 6 points there. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you guys can take that strategy of just saving your soul, a free login soul, right? And then you just get a boatload of points. And then we just pull like a handful of mortal soul stones and boom, we got a void shard for our trouble. Nice bit of gems here, and a nice bit of energy definitely is helpful as well. And we're also somehow 8th in this tournament. Like I said, this is not going to be a very popular tournament. It's just going to be a tournament to drain all your resources, obviously, so that you're not prepared for October. But, we do have, lots of information for us that kind of leads us to believe that there is going to be something in October. So we've been planning and setting it up. And it's not going to be easy for us to release our resources and all that. So hopefully you guys can avoid, the temptation of pulling for the Soul Chase event. And like I said, guys, for the Prism event with Leonardo and Tatatsu, I would highly recommend not wailing out for it. If you guys are trying to go for Leonardo, I would highly recommend waiting for the guarantee coming in October, most likely. And if you guys are wailing out, just hold your prisms until the Champion Chase opens and then open your prisms. That'll get you some extra points, extra value for your pulls. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Thank you guys for watching until the end. We got 2-star Raft, so that's pretty lucky here today. But yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.